Uh, Myself this week, I'm not saying you don't do it, but if you're dealing in fresh fish being received, you must be monitoring temperatures on those fish, checking the temperatures of fish coming in that have never been frozen. We've been talking a little bit about a lot of the changes coming for the industry. FDA is looking to put in, how do you put in 2 new CCPs, one at the pre-cook step and one at the cleaning step, pre-port. Why have these came about? The FDA has been very concerned about the time temperature exposures of fish during the canned tuna process, especially where large fish were taking a long time to thaw out. They take hours, well over 12 hours, to thaw these fish out. Mainly those 2 hazards that they're concerned with, of course, the discovered toxin formation, histamine, and also stout. Even though there's never been a case of stout that I'm aware of in canned tuna on there. And again, they're basically saying that you must do a hazard analysis to consider those temperatures where any fish are exposed above 4.4 Celsius for both. That's still up in the air. There's been no final decision that I'm aware of yet. There's been a lot of back and forth between FDA and the big 3 in the U.S. Chicken sea, starfish, bumblebee. But again, if I can find out something, I'll let Andy know that she can get back to you guys on that. Again, I'm assuming you have these in place for additional CCPs, allergen and metal detection has to be in place also. FDA has been under a lot of pressure to increase their farm food inspection program. This new Food Safety Modernization Act that went into effect, I think, 2 years ago, they want FDA to increase the number of farm inspections from where they had approximately 800 up to 9,600 by the year 2016. It doesn't look like they're ever going to get to that because they just don't have the money to do it. So probably going to be more than around 2,000. But you do stand a good chance of getting inspected, I'll say, if you haven't already on there. What if FDA should come and do an inspection at your facility? Usually, inspector shows up. You do have a little bit of advantage. They normally contact you ahead of time and say, we would like to come and do an inspection. You will be there around this date, blah, blah, blah. In the U.S., they can show up on your door and say, we're here to do an inspection. So at least you have some advantage. But normally, once you get in and reductions are made, that kind of stuff, the consumer safety officer will ask the firm to show all the steps in their seafood process. They take me to receiving all the way through. I want to see everything for myself. As they go through this, they will themselves write a flow chart. Time and temperatures they might have observed going on, receiving, maybe for ingredients, storage, processing. They will put down all of this, and once they've done that, they will go in and conduct their own hazard analysis. Just like you have been asked to do with hazard, they will conduct their own to see are the hazards that they determine to be there the same as you have in your hazard plan. And usually these have to be for each species. If you go to different species, it has to be for different species. like I said, after they do their own hazard analysis, they'll compare it to the firm hazard analysis also, and it has a plan. If it's different CLs in place, critical limits, the inspector will ask to show them some scientific study or something, science that they use to make those same parameters. It may be they agree with you on there, so you never know. Usually they're going to do some random checks of your monitoring records and make sure that the critical limits were met. If you had a deviation from a critical limit, they're going to want to see the corrective action. What was the corrective action? Was it proper? Things like that on there. Probably going to look at some verification procedures, the records in all your stuff that you have also. Again, you're using, could be other things, but fresh fish, they're going to want to see how you calibrate your thermometer on there. Because you should be taking temperatures, and you should be calibrating that thermometer on a regular basis, and so forth. If they should find there is some differences between your hazard plan, your hazard analysis, and critical limits is different from what they